made it home, Mama. Back to Siegel's. Ladies and gentlemen of Las Vegas, Nevada, and the world, walk with me in lockstep into a better and brighter tomorrow. For here, under this confused blue platinum sky, we await the swinging sword of justice, wielded by the Almighty herself, to behead the weak and to raise up the pure of heart. This is the Siegel Bagelmania's World Bagel Eating Championship. Now is the hour when glory calls, and only the bravest are left standing to answer. 11 brave sons and daughters, born of 11 proud mothers, will take this stage, and they will fight. They will fight, Bob! Until thanks to him, they have a chance. He teaches them well, but he lets them lead the way. But today, he is the one learning the valuable lesson, and that is that absolutely none of that matters. The only measure of a human being's worth, ladies and gentlemen, is how many Siegel's Bagelmania bagels you can eat in 8 minutes. Give it up for Naader, Reda! We're a chapter for our next contestant, a legend of Major League Eating returning to the table after 12 years. Give it up for Kevin Ross. A former US Marine, he is now a Major League Eater, ranked number 50 in the world, ladies and gentlemen. 118 chicken wings in 10 minutes, 9 dozen oysters in 8. From Dallas, Texas, I give you Moose Perez. DJ, next track. Our next contestant is an abomination to his neighbors. He does not fit in. It is like being sober in New Orleans, humble from Boston, or interesting from LA. It just doesn't work. Ranked number 41 in the world, Sergio Reyes and Raya. Next track there, DJ. Our next contestant does not eat food. He bullies food into submission. He bullies food and he takes food's lunch money. And he goes and buys more food and he bullies that food and he takes that food's lunch money. And the cycle of torment and pain and suffering goes on and on and on. 22 1/2 glazed donuts in 8 minutes. 30 tamales in 10. I give you from Salem, Oregon, Ryan Rodacker. He is the number 1 ranked eater from the nation of Canada, which I am reliably informed is to our north. His 2023 New Year's resolution is to achieve perfect form, and that mission starts today. To be 50% man and 50% bagel. I wish him all the best. Ranked number 25 in the world from Aurelia, Ontario, Darrien Thomas. Next track. Oh, Heavy D's in the house! The number 1 ranked eater in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, and the reigning tamale eating champion of the world. 50 tamales in 10 minutes, 28 hot dogs and buns in the same amount of time, a staggering 38 glazed donuts in 8. I give you Derek Hendrickson. Next track there, DJ. He is the number 1 ranked eater from Africa. And he, like me and many of you and your ancestors, crossed the great seas to find peace and prosperity in this land we call America. He brought with him simple possessions, a pair of shoes, a ball of twine, a Samsung Galaxy 5, and deep within his heart, a burning desire to win. It's why he stands before you today, the bologna and baked bean and kale eating champion of the world. Do not bear false witness. Only the truth will set you free. From Zaria, Nigeria, Gideon, the Truth Oji. Begs in exactly 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Immediately after which he dropped to one knee and proposed to his then girlfriend, now fiance. That's right, she said yes. And he's working on honeymoon plans, but there ain't no Siegel's Bagelmania in the Maldives or the Seychelles or Tahiti, so he's had to mix things up a bit. So he's booked a 4-night stay at the Motel 6 between Tropicana and the airport. And today his love burns with the power of a million suns. Ranked number 4 in the world, I give you Lover Man himself, Nick Wehry. Next track there, DJ. You shall bend the knee to the one true queen, the #1 ranked female eater on the planet, ranked number 3 overall. 8-time Nathan's famous hot dog eating champion of the world, 48.5 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes, 16.5 pints of ice cream in 6 minutes, 8.5 pounds of kimchi in 6 minutes, from heaven itself via Tampa. I give you Miki Sudo. DJ, next track. His Eminence, born of purpose, born of excellence, born of duty. His destiny is that your weakness lie at the soles of his feet, and that on this table, with every bite, that his foes lands assaulted, so they may never flourish in his absence. He holds dominion over all 5 food groups, and rules not with orb and scepter, but with jowl and stomach. Yea, verily, his intestinal reign shall last until the final tear kisses the cheek of the last child on earth. Ranked number 2 in the world, from Oxford, Mass. I give you Geoffrey Esper. Okay, DJ, let's just pause it right there. We're just gonna do some house. Gentlemen of Las Vegas, Nevada, are you ready? Yeah! Well, if you are ready, you will help me in the time-honored tradition and count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! They are off and racing, ladies and gentlemen. Today's contest is not in accordance with either the keto diet or the Atkins diet for those who have made New Year's resolutions and are looking for a dietary change. But that dietary change will be based on bad taste. Because when one can't enjoy a bagel, what is the point of diet? 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. All you can eat in 8 minutes. It is limited to bagels as we approach the 1 minute mark. This is no sprint, ladies and gentlemen. The bagel, incredibly dense, incredibly chewy, even more so delicious. I'm concerned that some of our contestants will end up swooning. So delicious is the Siegel's Bagelmania bagel that they will swoon to its deliciousness, and they will not focus on the contest at hand.
but they would be their error. As we forge ahead, as I mentioned in my opening remarks, the first event of its kind, ladies and gentlemen, anywhere on the planet. You are bearing witness to history as our eaters. I want to check in. I'm checking in on Derek Hendrickson. Appears to have 4 down. Nick Wehry forging ever ahead. Miki Sudo. I'm seeing debris on that plate and I asked for it to be cleaned. As we approach the 2-minute mark. Two minutes down, 6 to go. We're 25% of the way there, but we are not turning back. No siree, not on National Bagel Day. Shout out to the team behind the house. What up? We love you. Thanks for being so great. Thanks for making it all work each and every day here at Siegel's Bagelmania. Being on National Bagel Day, ladies and gentlemen, then right here at Siegel's Bagelmania. $7,500 on the line, ladies and gentlemen. $3,500 to first place. Each and every one of these contestants technically undefeated in this discipline. That is more of a cynical read on things. The Siegel's Bagelmania bagel is not to be taken lightly. It is a dense, delicious bagel. More often enjoyed in a delicious recreational setting. But our eaters, ladies and gentlemen, Geoffrey Esper forging ahead. Double dunk! Who saw the double dunk from Wehry? He's using the Tallahassee two-step. We've never seen that before at a sanctioned bagel eating contest, for reasons previously stated. We're approaching the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is, 4 minutes down. 4 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. There is no point turning around now. You should have gone before we left the house. It's a study in concentration at the table, ladies and gentlemen. There is no hijinks. There is no fluffing about. We need a fresh plate here for one Geoffrey Esper in front of this gentleman right here. Fantastic. Excellent work. Give it up for Kirsten, ladies and gentlemen. A refill, a perfect refill. Her first refill in the history of her competitive eating career, and I give it a solid 10. Our eaters have settled into a rhythm, a dominating rhythm. Minutes down, 3 to go, eaters. The more noise you make, the more they will eat. That is a matter of empirical fact. Geoffrey Esper has settled into a rhythm. There is no wasted motion when Esper eats at the Major League eating table. It is a metronomic beat towards victory, but will he prevail here today? Miki Sudo, I'm not sure if she is slowing down, but she's splitting and doubling too. As Wehry forges ahead. That is 6 minutes down. 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's like mile 18 of the marathon. The mind says no. The body says no. Friends and family say, for the love of God, no. but they forge ever ahead because glory is on the line, and money, and technically and also money, but glory primarily, and that fetching trophy. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop eating. Stop. A round of applause for all of our contestants, ladies and gentlemen. Was that not beautiful? Was that not kind of challenging and beautiful? Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the enviable task of adjudicating the results. Eaters, I would ask you to please stack your plates from which you've eaten, putting any debris on top of the top plate. Our DJ, the kid, has got some hot wax to chill us out. We're gonna go to the chill out room. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Michael Crandall and Jackson. Jackson Siegel himself. Jackson can hold it up because Jackson eats his bagels. Exactly, young man. This goes to the winner. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Michael. DJ, next track. In 6th place and in the money with 7.5 Siegel's Bagelmania bagels in 8 minutes. 7.5. It's Darrien Thomas, ladies and gentlemen. In 5th place with 9 1/4 Siegel's Bagelmania bagels. It's Hendrickson, ladies and gentlemen. In 4th place with a neat 10. Give it up for Gideon Oji, ladies and gentlemen. In 3rd place, a study in elegance and consumption simultaneously, as always, with 12 3/4, the beautiful Miki Sudo. I want Nick Wehry. I want Geoffrey Esper. I want the finest trophy in all of mankind. Jackson, can you pick them? Oh, Jackson's been working out! When we announce the winner, Jackson, I would like you and Michael to pass it to the winner. You guys ready? Jackson, you ready? Okay. One of these men ate 14 3/4 bagels in 8 minutes. You know when you go out for bagels or you grab bagels on the way home, or your wife sends you out to bagels at 8 a.m. on a Sunday and you're like, why are you doing this to me? You may have 1 or 2, maybe 3. I'm a 2 guy. One of these men ate 14 3/4. But one of these men ate 17 3/4. Anybody in the audience who's like, yeah, that makes total sense, please see me afterwards. You have a future in this sport. And your winner, an inaugural winner at that, of the Siegel Bagelmania's World Bagel Eating Champion, of the man who's earned the right to walk the streets of Las Vegas, Nevada, and the world for the next 12 months at least as the bagel eating champion of your world and mine. 17 3/4. And Geoffrey Esper, ladies and gentlemen. Next track, DJ. And we have Czechs. Nick Wehry, ladies and gentlemen, in second place with 14 3/4. Let's see. Jackson, could you pass that to Geoffrey? Geoffrey Esper is strong and hungry and beautiful. 17 3/4 Siegel's Bagelmania Bagels in just 8 minutes. Thank you to all of our contestants, to those who placed and those who simply won the game of life by showing up and giving one's very best. Thanks to the entire Siegel's Bagelmania family. Thanks to our friends at Pink Box Donuts. Thanks to the Latin Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Guzman and the team. Thank you to our friends at AMR. Thank you to the 702. Good night, and God bless these United States of America. Thank you.